Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening to everyone. Welcome back to our next
Waalaikumsalam.
episode, a new episode from Jom Singgah Podcast from IUC. Together with me is our president and founder of Innovative University College. Uh, I would call it as a special episode where we would hear all about her vision and all about her planning about our university. Right, without further ado, perhaps Puan Syawati, would you like to introduce yourself and also what have you done to this university?
Okay.
A bit
A
about
little bit
yourself.
special. Okay, Alhamdulillah, saya Puan Syawati. So, I've been known in this industry, private higher education ni, sebagai people who actually daring lah to make a change. So, orang yang innovative, ya, Alhamdulillah. But somehow my journey in higher education for the past 30 years in private higher education have helped me to shape some of the new direction of innovative, and then manage to find the reason why innovative exists. So I believe the knowledge that I have a little bit help innovative to shape which is relevant to the industry, relevant to the student, relevant to the current demand, relevant to the changes that required in education. So we are quite adaptable to the changes, Alhamdulillah. So I think there's a little bit about me. So as my other friends and colleagues in higher education, we're facing the same challenges, we're facing the same situation, we are facing uh, day-to-day challenge as a
Mm-hmm.
normal business people. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe innovative also facing the same thing, but Alhamdulillah, we've been given so much of blessed by having a wonderful people, good people with us that actually help us to go through this journey as what we are today. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much, Puan Syawati. And today's topic is more talking about the real skills, real experience, and real future. So before we go deep into that topics, let's discuss about what IUC is really about.
Okay. Actually, today we want to talk about work experiential learning. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this has been highlighted also in Malaysian Blueprint. But I've been asked these questions not only today, actually many years. In fact, my mentor also asking me the questions. Then whoever I bring a new partners, a new friends into the collaboration, they're asking me, what is IUC?
I
So why
see.
is IUC is all about?
Okay.
So I'm actually asking myself, so what did IUC? Yeah, so I think now we have an answer to that. So inshallah, for all the people out there, you just wait. We have a books that come out on this story. We call it work experience learning,
Mm-hmm.
model by Innovative University College. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Yeah? So, but I would like to answer to an associate prof to an Hyrule as like this. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Innovative University College begins with people. That's
Mm-hmm.
very important.
Okay.
We are not begin with buildings or infrastructure or ranking. We are not. We begin with people.
Mm-hmm.
So we exist for those who were capable, hardworking, and full of potential, but were left behind by traditional education. So that's what we are.
Understand?
So IUC was created because higher education, as it has been designed,
Mm-hmm.
often doesn't fit real life. Ya, dia
Okay.
macam short sendiri kan.
Yeah. They create the program
Our
then like
belief
that.
is simple. Yeah, work is not the opposite of learning.
Mm-hmm.
And that is our belief. Work is not the opposite of learning. Work is learning.
Work is learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a powerful and but what's the real problem that make you start with the IUC?
Okay. Um, for decades lah, I
Mm-hmm.
believe education always about ranking. People always after going to better university, good
Mm-hmm.
university,
Mm-hmm.
even sometimes you heard they are taking program which is I will never imagine I will register for such program.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pottery, to do pot,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
program bachelor in the name is so bombastic, you know, like I it is for science student like me, inshallah. So we always go for something like very scientific, very bombastic,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
hard. So everybody looking after medical programs,
Correct.
pharmacy. So
Yeah.
but the people design program like uh, very very bombastic name, so the student actually going through that program. So sometimes
Yes,
they
sir.
also engineering program. So in the reality, in the real life, even in innovative, we have hired many engineer which is not working as engineers. There's no job for them. And then we hired people who actually graduated first class from a very reputable university. Then I asked the person, why you come for this interview? Your qualification is so good.
Yeah.
And then that person told me because she have to work in a field taking care of chickens in the chicken farm. Can you imagine you work so hard and study so hard, get score straight A's and go to the best university, then you end up in this kind of profession. So it's a little bit jam here.
Yeah, yeah.
So this education have follow one assumption. That's why we always fall into this situation. Study first, work later.
Study first, work later.
Then maybe it applies certain people, apply to rich people. They can pause the life. I have money, so my kid can go study. But because of the social pressure that we are facing now, even the people, the families from N40 cannot afford to study first and study first and work later.
Yeah.
They have to come together somehow.
Yeah, true.
So, but in Malaysia, many students, especially from B40 families, cannot afford to pause this part.
Correct.
Yeah, then the B40 family actually almost majority of Malaysia. With the current economic situation, I think some of N40 family also might fall into the bracket of B40 families. So at the same time, millions of working adults, they already go out and work. They doesn't go and study first. They just go and work. So they gain real skill, leadership, experience. But when come to promotion, they are being told your learning doesn't count.
So it's stuck there.
Yeah, they're stuck there because they said whatever your experience, whatever you learn, it doesn't count. They still need that paper qualification. So I believe IUC actually, we are not fixing the student. We are trying to fixing the system actually.
Okay.
So yeah, so
So
the
means this is
system.
where it's collide and it doesn't match with what the industry needs on the program and so on. All right.
So IUC is created at this collision point between education and real life. Because when we deal with the market, we deal with real people, we deal real student, real parent, real situation. You cannot force the parent by telling them, if you send your kids to me, you have to pay for rental 200 ringgit per month. You have to give your kids duit makan about 350 ringgit per month. Where you are aware 550 ringgit for this family who earn maybe a month about 1,500 ringgit is impossible.
True.
And then you said that it's not your problem. I think this doesn't really human that way.
Agree.
So I think innovative try to solve this problem, and I believe when we talk about accessibility, we must also consider that this type of student, they are having unfortunate situation. And if you solve this issue and then telling them education is really for everyone, then you're honestly saying it.
Agree.
You're not saying that education for everyone, but yet the student cannot because financial situation, the student cannot enter because of the program situation, the student cannot enter because of the result situation. So I think
That is
that's
how
why we
IUC
exist.
is fixing the system. So let's go back with the old model last time where we call it study first and work later. So it's no longer realistic today.
I believe everyone's out there in this studio would definitely agree it's no longer relevant today. Especially when you said we now in the situation must be so much adaptable. Our adaptability must be so high where we have to learn, relearn, we have to restart every time because due to the AI, due to the technology. So we must be able to believe that whatever we studied before this might not be relevant for today. Yeah. So I believe in real life it never waits. It doesn't wait. Yeah, in reality, it doesn't wait. You cannot tell the student from SPM, you have to study today. But they said, cannot, I cannot study today because I have to work first. My parents cannot afford. I cannot study, never mind, I just want to work first. But the changes is so huge.
Right.
You cannot
Yeah.
wait. So there's
Especially
the life.
the economic changes nowadays.
Yes,
Those
yes,
B40 are having challenges with
yes,
the
yeah.
home income as
Yeah.
well, right?
As simple as you say, rental.
Yeah.
Yeah, food, makan, betul? So if you see family responsibility, even transportation, are
True.
these going to be paused because you go and study?
Yeah, it has to
Are
be
you,
continued.
yes. Are you telling people that if I go and study, I don't need to makan?
Mm-hmm.
Cannot, isn't it? So nothing is paused. So
True.
why your life or working have to be paused because you want to study?
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
it doesn't make sense,
It doesn't
kan?
make
So
sense.
when education ignores reality, student definitely drop out,
Understood.
kan?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they
Why
don't
should I
have.
continue?
Yeah.
I don't have food. My parents are scolding me. This is so stressful. The rental I need to pay.
Yeah.
Then at the end, when I finish this study, there's no guaranteed job. So why?
There's another
Why?
is.
At the end of the day, why is the reality, kan?
Correct.
So students drop out. They lost confidence. And then some of them not even start at all.
So
Yeah.
this is how many students feel lost and not good enough.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think at IUC, we redesign all this education. We
Okay.
redesign to work with life instead work against it. Yeah. So you work with life instead against it. Kan?
Work
Why?
with life instead of against it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's a good quote.
if you want to go and work at the same time you want to study, yes, do it.
Yeah, true.
What's wrong with that? If you want to actually go and sit down with your parents and you want to study, yes, go and do it. What's
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with it?
yeah.
So it should be so flexible that
I like that quote.
yeah,
Work with life instead of against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So again, this is how the student feel lost and not good enough,
Yes, yes.
and what IUC do is the new academic
Yes,
pathway.
because when the student feel the when education only rewards academic pathway, yeah, it silently tell others you don't belong.
So,
You see, like when you actually recognize a student, you recognize student who pass exam, you recognize this kind of people, but you don't recognize the real life situation. You don't recognize the experience as a part of the journey of education. You actually in silently tell others you don't belong. Yeah, yeah. So
True,
that's why the
true.
confidence collapse.
Yeah.
Not that the student lack of ability, but because
The
their experience, nobody counts it.
Yeah.
It's invisible.
And
Yeah.
nobody appreciate
Yeah,
it.
nobody appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
So nobody understand how to convert it and make it a proper
So
education.
now
Yeah.
IUC is now focusing about experience, okay, as
Yeah.
part of the learning,
Yeah.
and it's incorporate with the work in the industry. So let's talk about the new revolution of IUC bringing in,
Yeah.
which is the work experience learning or WEL. So what
Okay.
does this WEL really about?
So Alhamdulillah, so we have a good partners. We have 3 partners altogether in IUC. Now I'm alone. So we come up with a framework. We call it WEL, Work Experience Learning, because we talk about work-based learning. It's belong to MQA.
Okay.
So we go with that work experience learning framework. There is IUC framework, IUC trademark. Yeah. So WEL means your work experience is recognized as qualified higher education.
Okay.
So that's why if you see when we do work-based learning, you let the student go into the industry, no exam-oriented base is really based on logbook,
Hands-on.
hands-on, then you convert it into a qualified higher education.
Okay.
Yeah, so students don't stop working to study. So
Yeah.
you work, you earn, you can handle your economic issues, but at the same time, you also deserve an education.
Correct.
So they translate their work into learning. So their responsibilities into curriculum and their achievement into assess outcome. So
Okay.
I just bagi Associate Prof Tuan Hairul example. Our hotel management in innovative, they study on the concept of work-based learning.
It is.
Alright.
Yes.
So their degree, or for example, they earn the diplomas. But if you ask the student, which one is more valuable to you? The industry certification that you got from Hilton, from Shangri-La, from Lee Meridian, Doubletree Hilton, for example, compared to your diploma, which is more valuable to you? Most of the students said the industry recognition is more valuable to them. They said with that certificate, they can even go to another hotel, they
Correct.
can go to another countries. So
Correct.
they become their employability becomes certain.
And in fact, their CV becomes so colorful with the
Yes,
branding
yes.
inside their CV, like
Yes.
Le Meridian Hilton that you mentioned
Yes.
just now. So when
Yes.
people look at their CV, wow, this student I went through an
Yes.
internship in this industry brand,
Yes,
which is
yes.
very good. So learnings happen in workplace, not in classroom anymore.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Less theory for the sake of theory.
Okay.
So because at the end of the day, we talk about real things, so more hands-on, real industry exposure, and real accountability. Yeah. So that's what innovative is all about.
So means you have two different view of your potential student. One is purely student from ISPN, and the other one perhaps from people who are working, right?
Yes.
So let's take a look on your, the student journey. So who are the students that IUC really built for?
Okay, actually, since we are working into work experience learning, so IUC actually built for two main group of students. Yeah, we don't call students, like we call learners. Yeah, two
Learners,
main
yeah.
groups. Yeah,
Okay.
so one actually SPM leavers come from B40 families.
I see.
Yeah, so they cannot afford to wait. So with work-based learning, they come to us. We actually place them in the industry. And then the industry actually pay the wages exactly as the workers. That means they got a minimum wage.
Okay.
They got place to stay. So we are taking this responsibility from the parents, and then the student have a place to stay, to work, and to at the same time to learn.
And they still able to pay the fees.
Yes, able
because
to
of
pay
the
the
wages.
fees. Yes, of the wages. They in fact got extra money. They can even give back to the families.
Yeah.
So that is our first group.
Okay.
And that SPM leavers, B40, don't tell anybody that I have no money to study. I have to work first. No, come to innovative.
And we place
Because
you.
we place you. We give you work.
Okay.
Through your working experience, you earn your certificate. This is a mainstream certificate. You earn your diplomas, you earn your degrees. And then for the second groups, actually working adults. Yeah.
Which they already working.
Yes, they were working, but they miss their first chance because they cannot pause their life because of education. So they go into working first. But when they work, they find it without qualification, they cannot.
Career growth.
Yeah, doesn't
Cannot
have the
that
career.
growth,
People not recognize it.
Yeah.
So we tell them, don't leave your work. Continue your work. Then study flexibly. Study from where you work. Study from home. But you can complete your degrees. So we actually cater for these two big community, which is important. Yeah, so this is our groups.
Yeah, I heard also some of the employees who only have SPM. They don't have any diploma or degree. But in order for them to achieve another position, they need to have a diploma and degree, and they are in dilemma. They are still working, but since IUC is promoting these programs for both journeys or for both category of groups, which is very, very what we call it a big opportunity given to all the
Yes, yeah,
community. Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
yes,
All right.
yes.
So, what changes do you see that the students once they join our IUC?
Okay, I graduated many students, thousands of them. I myself a student before. So I'm actually go through the conventional classroom-based education. So I see in my own flesh and blood, my own son. So when my son actually taking a program work-based learning, so one of the opportunity that he got is actually go and serve a hotel in Dubai.
Oh.
So when I look at my son, when you have your son or your kids, you kind of spoil them in your own ways.
Mhm.
So you feel like, can my kids go into industry and be independent without my help?
Mhm.
So through this education, actually, it's really transformed him. Then I see not only him, many graduate that going through work-based learning. Then I have to set, if people want to do study also can do, because I have a set of students that do theoretical part. That means they take the conventional classroom based, and then they have the set that actually we send them to work-based learning concept. So when they both graduated, you put them in the one convocation hall, their confidence level is totally different. Totally different. The student who come from the work-based learning pathway, the way they talk more confident, their English is more sharp, the way they're posh, the way they are dressed. They can walk to any hotel. They have no problem. 5-star hotel, 6-star hotel. That is the level of the confidence that you got. Even they're actually coming from kampung, even they are just B40, even their parents cannot speak English. And then the students actually that graduated from the classroom conventional base, they are still timid. They are still cannot have afraid. They are still reserved. They
Yeah.
cannot really sell themselves very good. Even they are actually qualified from the same program. So there is a very obvious
Transformation.
transformation that I see. So student, for example, like when you tell B40, people from B40, they like to say like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do this. I actually come from this family.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing the students stop
Chasing.
apologizing
Yeah.
for their background.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
they stop apologizing. They have the confidence. They say, I'm as good as you.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is different graduates, different outcome. Yeah, and then they stop feeling less. Yeah, so many students who graduated, for example, like their friend maybe from M40, maybe somebody's son, somebody kid, they always feel they are less. But in our student, when they graduate from WBL, they come from B40 family, but they never feel less. They have that feeling less than, yeah. So they start seeing their experience as value. So uh, even before graduates, we seen the industry offered the job to the student. They offered the real job, the permanent job to the student. So that's why we say real skill, real experience, then come to real future.
Real skills, real experience, and
Yeah.
real future.
Yes, definitely.
Very good. I mean, it's true. In fact, the experience makes them matured. The
Yeah.
experience gave them the opportunity to become a leader. That what the industry show them, which is this is how they become matured. In Malay, we always call. There's a quote like pengalaman mematangkan
Yeah.
students, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, what would you say to the listeners or to the viewers for them to join our IUC institutions? Does who really feel that education is not meant to them?
Okay, I love this. Seriously, I love you ask me this question. Because I always believe that is the reason why I actually with innovative. So I really want to address for the people, for the students, for the learners, for whoever you are, whether you come from poor family, kampung family, wherever you are, you actually now working, single mothers, you have no opportunity to study. I just want to tell you that when you feel the education never meant for you, please listen to me to this. Please. Okay, first, education was never meant to exclude you. Never. Education for
Everyone.
everyone. That is the principle, that is the philosophy. Yeah, we put aside the business, education never meant to exclude you. Okay? And then if you are working, you are now trying to survive, okay, you are learning through life, you are already have values. So do convert this into a real education. So we recognize these values. All right. So come to Innovative. Let's Innovative help you to craft a journey of your life through a right education that can actually embedded all this, which you doesn't have to choose. Yeah. So this is important. So visit Innovative or go and try to find Innovative in the website. Go and seek help. Yeah, because I believe education never meant to exclude these people, this group of
Thank you
people.
very much.
Yes.
Thank you
You're
very
most
much, Puan
welcome.
Syawati.
Yes.
Very good explanations about the work experience learning, and
I
definitely,
also would like to encourage,
yeah.
look for the ebook that we're going to come up, WEL, from Innovative University College. It's about this book will tell who is IUC. Yeah, you
Mhm.
must read the book.
All
So
right.
far, we are managing
Come
to
and join
complete every
IUC,
chapter.
definitely.
Yes.
Uh, Real skills, real experience, and real future awaits you guys. All right. Once again, thank you very much, Puan
Most
Syawati,
welcome.
for attending our Jom Singgah podcast.
Yes.
And with that, thank you very much to everyone
Yeah.
who watched this video. Thank you.
Thank you.